Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, inside the Haber Center here in Burlington, Ontario. Our second of 4 championship games here this afternoon and into the early evening at the 2018 Canadian National Invitational Tournament. This is the 17U final. Alongside Elias Spade, I am Daniele Franceschi. It is Eastern Ontario Elite in the black, taking on Run and Dunk in blue. Elias, when we look at this game in particular, Eastern Ontario Elite, number 13 ranked team coming into this tournament. They've had an outstanding weekend and they've played an interesting brand of basketball, slowing the tempo, playing with a lot of structure, but they've fared well, and now here they are, they find themselves in a championship showdown against Run and Dunk, an explosive Run and Dunk team. Yeah, and this half-court style basketball that Eastern Ontario has played has been very much in their favor because they don't get sped up. They do have some strong ball handling from their point and shooting guards, and you know, when you play with your own pace and there's no nerves, it's all good. You're making it from 13 to 1 or 2 here at the championship game. Kevin Evbagaru with it, down inside looking for a 6'10" big man, Nick Ongunde. It's a turnover, and Eastern Ontario Elite will have it. Here is Cole Silas. Jack Whitley over to Thomas Pendergast. Handoff. Silas with it again. Down inside. Nice backdoor cut. Block underneath, and it is Nick Ongunde, the big fella, using his length, coming up with the rejection. And it'll be Run and Dunk with possession of the basketball. Matt Catisse, T-piece, swings it down inside. Ongunde kicks it out. Catisse into the lane, floater, count it, and 1. And he'll go to the foul line looking to make it 1 more. And speaking of Catisse, he's been one of the guys that we've seen all weekend long, and his stock's got to be going way up. Way up. He's a steady riser. Sneaky athletic. Got those herky-jerky movements, switching it up, switching direction. He turned in an impressive performance in the semifinal against the Wolverines, Waterloo Wolverines, and that was a fantastic ball game. A Nemhard-esque type of contribution from Catisse. And what he does, what he brings in terms of his ball handling ability, it's kind of the safety net, if you will. Yep. Need a bucket, they go to him. Need a guy to bring it up the floor, go to him. Need a guy to shoot foul shots in critical moments, he's the guy. One thing I really love about him is his intangibles. He seems to be an excellent leader. From watching him throughout 4 games, the way that he talks to his teammates, the amount of high fives he gives in the game. First one to go pick up his guys off the floor. You know, he's really good, man. I really like him both from a skill standpoint and everything else he brings to the table. And the communication level too. I would add that piece to that as well, and it's such an important aspect of being a leader. And you see him right now barking instructions to his teammates out there on the floor, an extension of the coach in many ways. Free throw, second on its way, no good. Coming up the floor now, it is Eastern Ontario Elite. And a foul, and that'll be Catisse. He's picking up the foul, his first of the ball game. Silas inbounding, and he finds his brother, Lucas Silas. Underneath, lays it in. And you're gonna hear a lot about that connection. Luca and Cole Silas. Evbagaru into the lane, no good. Tip, up and in. Kevin Evbagaru. Here's Cole Silas, up the floor. Pendergast, no good. Fighting for it underneath. Ongunde, and a foul. And I like the rip from Pendergast on the wing. When he gets it, he just reads what the defenders, which way the defenders' feet are and attacks against. Jared Kinsler checking into the ball game, taking out Tanner Hawley. Katipis up the floor. Finds Raheem Dennis along the 45, near side, drives, gets into the lane. Nice finish, fighting through contact. Gets the layup to go. Silas across the timeline. Kicks it out. Pendergast. Pendergast gets it into the lane. Kicks to the corner. Driving baseline. Floater, no good. Rebound Ongenda. And boy, he's just gargantuan on the interior. Such a luxury to have a 6'10", agile big like Nick Ongenda. Baseline drive, no good. It rattles in and out. Katipis. Silas with it. Up the floor. He finds Luka Silas. Now it's Cole Silas. Silas behind the back dribble. Turns it over. Evabagru. Open floor. In front of him. And he's fouled. He's looking to throw that one down.
And you see Eastern Ontario Elite here, and I don't know what it is about teams in the finals switching up their style of play. Eastern Ontario Elite does not hold on to the ball and go one-on-one, which is what they've been doing here for the majority of this first half.
And perhaps that's what's prompted this early timeout. Settle things down, find your composure, as this one is still very early on. 13:44 remaining here in the first half. And Elias, to your point, what has worked for them so well this weekend has been kind of that calming demeanor and that pace that has worked in their favor. They're not a team that's going to be able to run with a team, especially of this stature, and run and dunk. They're going to need to slow the pace, make sure they protect the basketball, value every possession, get quality shots, and also work the shot clock. A lot about him. There were scouts watching all weekend.
Oregon was in the building. Go figure. They're starting to think. People are starting to think that Oregon has Canadians on staff. There's actually none.
Well, they've made a commitment, it's clear, that to recruiting these Canadian kids.
And I think they were one of the first to go all in on them.
I would agree with that. And you've seen it pay off with guys like Dylan Brooks, Chris Boucher, just to name a few. 3 on its way, no good. Evabagru comes down with it.
Much better shot, though, on that possession.
Pushing in transition. Katipis inside. Ongenda, he can't handle it, but it's Raheem Dennis with it. Dennis working to get it inside, and he's fouled. And that is Pendergast. He'll pick up the foul. And he'll go to the free throw line. Raheem Dennis, one of the glue guys for this run and dunk squad. What's impressed me most with this run and dunk team in particular has been the versatility of all their guys. Right? You look at outside of a guy like Ongenda, and even I would even say him to a certain extent. You're looking at these guys playing a very positionless brand of basketball. You look at the size and the stature of everybody across the board, and all these guys are playing with an aggressive mindset. And outside of Ongenda, who's of course 6'10" and possesses tremendous length, really anybody can serve as a floor general in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, they average a height of about 6'3" on this squad. Many guys that could shoot the three, many guys that could be the primary ball handler.
A foul. Kevin Evbagaru, he picks it up.
I thought we were going to be friends after this. No, we're not. No, we're not friends.
Eastern Ontario Elite will inbound along the near sideline. It's Cole Silas. Gets it in successfully to Luka Silas, and he's rejected.
That's excellent defense. I'd really love for the ref to let that go.
And it is a foul. Raheem Dennis did well to come over. Looked like he got that one, but a trip to the free throw line on its way for Luka Silas. First is good.
Eastern Ontario defying all odds despite their ranking. Coming in here and getting to the championship game.
Silas, second is good. Run and dunk, leading 10-4. 11:20 remaining. Ongenda down inside. He's been parked in the key there. Kicks it out now to Dennis. Katipis with it. Down inside, can't get it.
He was in position. He's just gotta get some sticky fingers on that.
Well, he's got to do a better job of also establishing inside position and giving a target. the passer as well. You want to fake a pass and also get it down and perhaps even entry pass with a bounce pass. 3 on its way, no good. Ball loose on the floor, corralled by run and dunk. Eva Bagru. And 1, oh, offensive foul.
He waited for him there. He had him on that one. No argument.
Indeed, he established position. Kevin Evbagaru picks it up the foul. Silas. And Eastern Ontario will retain possession. Silas with it. Driving baseline and a foul.
They press the buzzer anyway. Press the buzzer. There's no foul, they press the buzzer. There's no foul. Press the buzzer. Hey, stop gameplay. They press the buzzer. Come on, man.
The officials are going to head over to the scores table just to confirm the shot clock as well as the game clock, and there may have been an inadvertent horn.
Side out of bounds. Denied.
Silas will inbound for Eastern Ontario Elite along the far sideline. Gets it in successfully. Silas, he loses it. Silas again, down inside to Cole. Silas lays it up and in with the left hand. Kevin Evbagaru across for run and dunk. And he is fouled. Jared Kinsler picking up the foul. And they're going to say it's a shooting foul. Evbagaru, he's going to go to the line for 2. First one is good. Evbagaru, second on the mark. Now a 12-6 lead for run and dunk. Silas fakes, kicks it opposite, gets it now to the corner. Driving baseline, pass too hot to handle. Matt Katipis bringing it up the floor. He crosses the timeline for run and dunk. Driving into the lane on Gende with the rebound. Oh, and he looked to throw it down. No good. Now here's Silas. Extra pass, and he lays it in. That is Cole Silas.
Very unselfish play from Eastern.
On Gende! Count it! Plus the foul! Nick on Gende getting up and punishing the rim.
I really want to see him be aggressive and stay aggressive for an entire game. Establish low paint, low position, get the entry, turn around and go to work. And then from that, you'll be able to create a lot more shots for everybody else on the team.
There's nobody on the other side of the ball that can guard him when he gets in that area.
Absolutely.
When he gets down into that paint territory, that painted area, there is nobody with his size, his length, that can contend with him. He is an absolute force, especially if he can get touches inside the paint and do what he just did right there. Turnover, Katipis, 2-on-1, Evbagaru, foul, and some body contact there, and it's going to be charged to Cole Silas. We've seen the officials, even in that first game, really let these guys play. There's been a lot of latitude on that front. And in a championship format, championship setting, that's certainly your hope and expectation. And all you can ask is for consistency on both sides.
Right on.
Evbagaru at the foul line. First on its way. Good. An area of his game that he's looked to improve upon that shooting stroke, stretching his game. He's already got the athleticism and the explosiveness to be a force, especially at the next level, but it's that shooting stroke. Now his ability to create his own shot off the dribble. He's been looking to add those elements to his game. Second is good. Run and dunk trying to dial up some pressure here. Silas. And immediately almost generate a turnover. Now they got to beat the 8-second count, and they do. Silas into the lane. Deflects off of his teammate. Now here comes Eva Bagru. He changes directions mid-floor. Gets to the rim. Kevin Eva Bagru. Nifty finish.
And that forces Eastern Ontario into a timeout. Last few possessions in transition have not worked their way. And when you get that deep into the paint, you gotta expect that you're going up.
Run and dunk. 18-8. They lead by 10. 6:03 remaining. We'll be right back.
Who will be crowned national champion?
Welcome back inside the Haber Center here in Burlington, Ontario. The 17U CNIT Championship Final between Eastern Ontario Elite and Run and Dunk. Lucas Silas at the line for Eastern Ontario Elite. Elias, I wanted to get your take on this, and certainly you have more insight to offer than myself on this subject, but of course, our 16U championship final and our 17U championship final happening ahead of the 14U and 15U championship final. For our viewers at home who might be curious as to why that is, perhaps offer a bit of an explanation.
Yeah, absolutely. The NCAA rules and regulations force us to have the NCAA coaches out of the building by 5 p.m. on the Sunday. So for that reason, we always try to play the last game at 4. Usually takes us right until 5 o'clock, and the coaches have made their way out about half an hour ago. So we are good on the rules.
Layup no good, and there's a foul. Earning a trip to the line for Eastern Ontario Elite, it's Jared Kinsler. And this is about the pace that Eastern Ontario Elite wants to play at. This is where they want to be. It's an 8-point game right now, but they've limited Run and Dunk to just 18 points here in the first half, and that's kind of been the game script that has fared well for them in this tournament thus far. Kinsler, first, no good. Short on that free throw. Second free throw on its way. Rattles around, no good. Rebound, and here's Eva Bagru with it. Cross the timeline on far side. Swings it back across. Now it's Katipis. Katipis. Inside, no good, and a foul. Free throw is good.
Yeah, boy.
Second foul shot on its way. Also money. And now a double-digit lead for Run and Dunk. 20-10. Just shy of 3 minutes remaining here in the opening half of this 17U championship game. Eastern Ontario Elite inbounding under their own basket. They get it out ahead successfully to Kinsler. Kinsler into the lane, kicks far corner. Three on its way, no good. Battling for the rebound down there underneath. Ball is deflected, and it will be Run and Dunk basketball. The officials will congregate and they'll discuss this briefly, just to clarify the possession. And it will stay with run and dunk. Matt Katipis bringing it up the floor for run and dunk.
Set it, Mark.
Crosses the timeline. Evbagaru with it. Spins off his defender into the lane. Right-handed floater, no good. Rebound, corral, then a foul, and it will be Evbagaru.
No, just play.
Eastern Ontario lead inbounds near sideline. Silas inside. And a foul. And it'll be charged to Mark Anthony Visoso. At the foul line for Eastern Ontario elite, Callum Betrovis.
How many fouls? 59.
Subs coming for Eastern Ontario elite. Cole Silas back into the game, along with Jack Whitley. First free throw, no good. 1:58 remaining here in the opening half. A 10-point lead for run and dunk. Betrovis, no good. Bounces around. Evbagaru, he comes down with the board. Evbagaru, across the timeline. Far side, along the 45. Swings it opposite corner. Somehow keeps it alive. Now swings it back. It's Evbagaru. One extra pass. Three on its way. Got it! From long distance, Sheldon Arsenault.
And we saw Sheldon get hot quite a bit with Beast Prep this season. Known to be that perimeter sniper.
Becheveau, and he gets it to go off the glass. Evbagaru, lots of contact. Ball is deflected. Here's Whitley with it. Whitley, no good. And it deflects off of Whitley and out of bounds. Substitutions coming. Raheem Dennis, Nick Ongenda back into the game for run and dunk. Evbagaru and Katipis getting a breather here.
How many timeouts do they have?
And we're going to take a short break. Timeout on the floor. Eastern Ontario Elite wants to talk things over. We'll be right back after this short break.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Get your feet square. Get your feet square. Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent, game speaks. There's no politics here.
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Welcome back inside the Haber Recreational Center here in Burlington, Ontario. 17U championship game, 4th annual CNIT. It is run and dunk in the blue, taking on Eastern Ontario Elite in the black. Run and dunk with a 11-point advantage with a minute remaining here in the opening half. Ongenda, he tries a long ball, no good. Rebound corralled, and up the floor now is Eastern Ontario Elite. They cross the timeline. It is Silas with it. Cole Silas kicks to the corner. Shot on its way, no good. Silas, he comes up with the offensive board. Silas, a nice move inside. Fighting for it. Battle continues. Ongenda, he can't come up with it. Inside, and a foul over the back. Ongenda, he will be whistled for the foul. Callum Beschervase will go to the free throw line. Excuse me, it is Tanner Hawley at the foul line for Eastern Ontario Elite.
Hey, that's our fault.
And of course, Elias, they came into this as the number 14 ranked team in the bracket. It's been a magical run up until this point. And they've done it with an interesting brand of basketball. But what have you seen from them all weekend long?
It's just been traditional ball. It's been really clean. It's been fluid. The ball really moves, and it doesn't stick. And when it doesn't, you have so much guys getting involved in the offense, and it makes guys want to play D as well.
Hawley converts on the second free throw. Dennis with it. Dennis trying to back. He gets inside the paint, kicks it far corner. Driving baseline, and it's a turnover. Shot clock is off, and they will hold and try to get a final possession here. Kinsler, handoff. Kinsler, three, got it! Jared Kinsler! Elias making a nice play on the ball there.
Always got to be ready. You never know when they're going to get subbed into the game.
Put him in, coach. He's ready to go. 7 seconds remaining here in the opening half. Run and dunk. Holding a 7-point lead. Dennis from way downtown. No good. And that'll bring the first half to a close. Run and dunk. Leading Eastern Ontario Elite 23-16 here in the 17U championship game. We'll be back with second half action. Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
And market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go.
Commercial spots available.
Get your feet square, get your feet square. Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow! Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam!
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent, game speaks. There's no politics here.
Welcome back. Second half action underway here in the 17U National Championship game at the CNIT Run and Dunk, taking on Eastern Ontario Elite alongside Elias Spate. I am Daniele Franceschi. Kevin Evabagru, he turns it over. Up the floor, it's Eastern Ontario Elite. Pendergast kicks it. Hawley, three, got it! Nothing but net. How was that for a start to the second half, Elias?
And he just brought the game to within two, 23-21, 45 seconds into the second half of the national championship game for the 17Us.
Big time shot from Tanner Hawley.
And before checking into this game, we saw Angenda open up the half with a swat, which is what he's been doing pretty much all tournament long. He's averaging close to 6 blocks per game. He either finds a way to get rid of it or make it very tough to put up. And what that's done in this particular game against Eastern Ontario is it's changed their want or need. Hello, oh, missed dunk.
He misses the dunk.
And he's starting to cramp up. Looked pretty stiff going up on that one.
Pendergast, he can't finish. Evabagru able to corral possession, and now he comes up the floor. It's Raheem Dennis driving baseline, lays it in with the right hand. A strong take from Raheem Dennis. Kinsler. Whitley now into the corner to Pendergast. Hawley with it. Hawley, cross court. Silas dunks it home! Lucas Silas, flex on him, son! One-handed jam!
Yo, are you serious right now?
How about them apples?
Oh, man.
Offensive there, 100%. Yep.
Offensive foul!
That's the right call.
Raheem Dennis. Oh, baby. And how about this start for Eastern Ontario Elite here in the second half?
Good eyes on the stripes for that one.
And a foul, and it is Katipis. A 2-point game, and what was at one point, Elias, a double-digit deficit, now down to 2, and still plenty of game left.
These guys always find a way, man. Always find a way to keep themselves in the game.
Pendergast. Silas. Hawley. No good. Keeping it alive. How about Whitley? What a play! Silas keeping it alive along the baseline. Freddie Martello with it for run and dunk. Dennis. Martello. Martello step back three. No good. Rebound Hawley. Frantic pace. Action on both ends. Three. Short. Well short, out of bounds. And an early timeout for run and dunk. On a terrific start, a dream start for Eastern Ontario. It's now a tie game. We're all even, folks. We'll be right back after this.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every...
Okay, let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high.
Welcome back inside the Haber Center. 17U Championship on the line here at the CNIT. Alongside Elias Spate, I'm Daniele Franceschi. And what a turnaround here to start the second half. Freddie Martello kick to the corner, three on its way, got it! Kevin Evabagru, run and dunk, back out in front. Across the timeline for Eastern Ontario League, Kinsler. Now they get it in the corner. It's Whitley with it now along the far 45. Turnover. Martello forcing the steal. Martello can't get it to go. Ball loose on the floor. Holy! Somehow shot fake. Whitley inside.
Excellent ball movement despite that turnover there. Excellent ball movement. That is what got them here. That is exactly what got them here. This is not a star-studded team. This is not a team with a one-man show. This is how they play basketball. Move the ball, keep it fluid, do it for Mike. And for those who don't know the story, one of the parents of a kid from this team passed away prior to this tournament starting, and our thoughts and prayers are with the family.
Certainly we send our condolences on behalf of the entire NPH family. And they're playing with heavy hearts. They're playing with a ton of passion here this weekend. And they're putting on one hell of a show right now. It is an outstanding performance. Silas, give it to him. Scoop shot off the glass and in. Evbagaru crossed the timeline. Evbagaru, reverse. Oh, and he gets the friendly roll. Kevin Evbagaru. Cole Silas up ahead. Pendergast, Silas, Cole Silas into the lane, no good. Ongenda with the rebound. Dennis ahead to Evbagaru. Looking to throw it down, couldn't get up high enough, but he lays it in.
Man, he's super strong. You see the way he's just bodying his way in there, absorbing contact, grabbing rebounds over 2-3 guys. Definitely a foul there. Don't even argue it.
Foul. That's Charlton Rose picking up the foul. Cole Silas will inbound far sideline for Eastern Ontario. Driving baseline, Lucas Silas, no good. Evbagaru, he outlets ahead to Katipis. Katipis up ahead, three on its way, no good. Fighting for the rebound. Ongenda, they do retain possession. Evbagaru, far side corner. Charlton Rose, back to Evbagaru. One extra pass down inside Ongenda. Ongenda, outside, driving baseline. Jumper on its way, no good. Ongenda climbing the ladder. He gets it. They keep it alive. Evbagaru fighting for it. He's got possession. Gets into the lane. Kicks. Katipis. Extra pass. Three on its way. No good. It's short. Pendergast has it for Eastern Ontario.
I would not want to be the play-by-play guy. How do you not lose your breath in that sequence?
Silas, and he is fouled. Ongenda.
Sheldon, because you're jogging back and you're not picking up the ball. You miss that shot, you be the first guy to pick up the ball.
Sheldon Arsenault, known as a sharpshooter, and we saw him be very consistent shooting that three-point shot all weekend long. Missed a couple on that last possession. Quality looks as well. If you're running dunk, you have to be pleased at least with the quality of shots that you're getting, because we saw several quality open looks along the perimeter on those last couple possessions.
Yes, the second half has been a lot stronger from that standpoint. And, you know, they can play both styles. They play very well in transition as well. And they got one of the best low post defenses in this tournament. A guy who's averaging close to or just over 6 blocks per game is Nick Ongenda. Nick has offers on the table from Arkansas, Oregon, and several others now. And he's an interesting fact with him. He won the Nike EYBL 16U division with Woods Elite, and now he's in another championship.
Katipis driving baseline, and it's a foul on Kinsler. Nice job of attacking off of the catch there from Katipis, drawing the foul. Rose will inbound for a run and dunk. But as we've learned, Elias, all tournament long, just you can never count out this Eastern squad. They are feisty. They have a relentless motor, all of them, and it's a collective effort. And they play with such cohesion that it really is enjoyable and aesthetically pleasing. It's one of a brand of basketball that you just can't help but appreciate how they play with such an unselfish mentality.
It reminds me of the college game. I think that's one of the best ways to describe it. You see a lot less isolation basketball, a lot more, you know, just pure team play.
Team-oriented ball, absolutely. And at this level, in the AAU setting, sometimes you get caught in that trap. Right, we see teams get even some of the most talented groups. So to see a group like this make a run, and as Kinsler deflects that one, it's a testament to their team-first mentality. Katipis across the timeline, screen set by Ongenda. He's rolling to the basket.
Such a good look on that pick and roll.
Again, looking for Ongenda. Turnover. Silas up ahead. Silas inside, and that's goaltending. That basket will count. Chalk it up for Jarrett Kinsler. It's a 2-point game, 11:25 remaining here in the second half. Our 17U championship game, our second of 4 here tonight in Burlington. We've already crowned 1 national champion, Key Hoops in the 16U age group, and a travel.
He held it! He held it!
And a foul, so it will stay with run and dunk. They will inbound near side on the baseline. Charlton Rose inbounds. Katipis in the corner, down inside to Ongenda, working against Pendergast. Oh, beautiful move. The drop step and the fadeaway jumper on the money.
That's the guy you got to get involved in your offense. If you let him fall asleep, takes away a lot of your options.
Whitley. Nifty move, and he lays it in. And back and forth we go. Katipis. Behind the back dribble, retreats. Does well. Using the screen. Fighting over. Tough shot! And he gets it to go off the bank. Banks it in off the window. What a finish.
That you got to have good feel to finish like that. Weird angle as he released, was still able to get it to go.
Pendergast kicks it. 3, no good. Ongenda, another rebound. Rose with it. Up ahead, Katipis. Katipis attacking it strong, head on. Offensive foul. Luka Silas establishes position and draws the charge. The lost start, Elias, taking a charge. I feel like it's a lost start. You don't see guys do it enough in today's game.
I mean, yeah, no one wants to sacrifice their body. Afraid of chipped teeth and bloody lips and all that stuff.
Who said basketball's not a contact sport?
Right. I would have done anything to get a possession back.
Silas.
Definitely a travel there.
And a travel. A turnover. It'll be run and dunk basketball.
They weren't going to call that.
With under now 9 minutes remaining, a 4-point game. After a bit of a sluggish start for Eastern Ontario Elite, they've definitely had momentum swing in their direction and were able to get right back into this one. It's now a 4-point deficit for them. Katipis, count it! Plus the foul!
Flexing on him.
That's a powerful finish from Katipis.
And that's why Drexel University is so interested in him. Just so well-rounded as a prospect. Drexel from Pennsylvania, based in Philly. In West Philadelphia.
Born and raised.
You know how it goes.
Yes, sir. Free throw is good. Silas ahead to Luka Silas. Oh, baby! It's just short. Nifty move. Count it! Plus the foul. Cole Silas.
Cole Silas, the cleanup crew.
Getting it done on the offensive glass. It just seems like those two. The Silas brothers, Luka and Cole. They've been the engine, really driving the ship in terms of the leadership, what they bring on the floor and off of it, of course. But what an effort. These guys getting it done on both ends of the court. Talking about a guard getting down inside, getting an offensive rebound, going back up, finishing. You don't see that very often in today's game. You don't see a lot of guys with that motor.
There's another one.
And another one.
Getting
Give
third
it
and
to him.
fourth chances.
And how about Lucas Silas? Katipi's 3 on its way from Arsenault. Back iron, no good. Oh. Rose didn't realize. Perhaps got confused by the colors there. And a foul. Arsenault picks it up.
For real though.
Subs checking in.
Kevin, and get salted.
Luka Mrčečit and Raheem Dennis will check in. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to bring you the remainder of this 17U championship game between Eastern Ontario Elite and Run and Dunk.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak. We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast.
Back inside the Haber Center here in Burlington, our 17U National Championship game. It's a 1-point run and dunk lead. Dennis with it at the top. 10 on the shot clock. Screen set on Genda. Kick to the corner. 3 is good. It's now a 4-point lead. Cole Silas getting trapped on Genda. And a turnover. It'll be run and dunk basketball.
I like the traps that are going on from G Elite / Run and Dunk. Go by both names, Academy, based out of Toronto area.
Dennis inbounds to Katipis. Matt Katipis. Screen set by Ongenda. Katipis into the lane. Oh, beautiful touch. Beautiful touch around the rim. Tack that onto his total. Silas. Whitley. Kinsler. Oh, how about the acrobatic finish? Jared Kinsler. Great body control. Katipis, screen set on Genda. On Genda rolling, stolen. Up ahead, Silas. Give it to me, young fella. Lays it in. Dennis. Inside on Genda. Backing down against Silas. Foul. And so that'll be Cole Silas picking up the foul. Ongenda goes to the line. Two-point game. Run and dunk. Leading 44-42, make that 45 as Ongenda converts the first. We're now south of 5 minutes remaining in this one. Ongenda, second is good. Silas, up the floor to his brother Luka. Silas drives baseline. Nice delivery. The brother-to-brother connection. Cole Silas did a nice job sneaking baseline on the backdoor cut. Earns himself a trip to the line. And again, for those of you just joining us, we will have stop time once it reaches the 2-minute mark. As we now sit under 4. remaining here in this championship game. Silas converts the first. One possession separates these two teams with a national title on the line. Silas second. Front rim short. Ongenda on the ground. Ball is loose. And it is run and dunk basketball. The officials confer, and it will stay with Eastern Ontario Elite. Elias, as we get into crunch time here, what are you looking for on both sides? What's going to be the difference in determining who walks away with the national title?
Well, I think Run and Dunk's got to continue on with this defense that they've been playing for the past few minutes. The intensity's risen, and they're getting a lot of opportunities on the break and transition.
Silas, he throws that one away.
Here's Ivan.
And a blocking foul. Silas picks it up. First free throw on its way. Short. No good. Second free throw upcoming. Rattles home. Substitution coming now. Kevin Evbagaru back into the ball game. Matt Katipis getting a breather here. 2:10 remaining.
And Coach George letting him know you're going to be back in about 20 seconds. I don't know if you heard that through my mic, but not wise to keep him off the floor for too long, especially in a tight game like this. Just 4-point game, under 2 to go.
Silas with it. Pull up, short, rebound.
And that looked off balance.
Bit of a force there as the shot clock winding down. Dennis with it. Tight defense by Luka. Silas getting on the ground. Evbagaru, far side, skip to the corner. Three on its way, no good. Deflects out of play.
Yo, Raheem, are you kidding me right now?
And it will be Eastern Ontario Elite basketball. Silas. We're under a minute and a half remaining. Kinsler. Silas, three. Got it! Big shot!
And Silas has been tremendous for these guys. He stepped up on multiple occasions and in different games.
The silencer. And he connects from deep. Ongenda. Down inside.
Definitely a foul.
And a foul. That's Silas with another. Katipis checking right back in. 1:07 remaining. Run and dunk. Up by 1. Pendergast.
And we're not in the penalty yet, so this one's going to be on the floor.
And now, perhaps a subplot. Cole Silas, he's operating with 4 fouls, so he will come out temporarily. And so Pendergast is in. Run and dunk will inbound along the baseline. Into the corner. Katipis driving baseline. Foul. And now we're in the penalty, folks. So Katipis will head to the foul line, looking to extend this lead.
And Matt Katipis has been strong from the line. Hasn't missed many in the entire tournament. We'll see how he fares here with just a 1-point lead.
First is good.
You know, you look at his shooting mechanics on the free throw and just the rhythm and poise. You know, he looks like he's been practicing for these type of moments.
Second, no good. Rebound Silas. Out of bounds. Run and dunk will get it back.
And if they can score on this possession here, or at least find themselves back on the line, it'll put them in a much better situation here as we get under the 1-minute mark.
It would become a 2-possession game if they can put some points on the board on this possession. Ongenda. Evbagaru at the top.
You want to see Ongenda catch and be a face-up four in those situations.
Ongenda. Bagaru rolls around, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Ball is loose. Katipi's ball is loose. And a foul.
Definitely a foul on that one, shooting foul.
So Whitley commits the foul.
And that's the guy you want going to the line if you're running dunk.
Katipi's. Some critical free throws upcoming with 39 seconds remaining, a 2-point lead. Looking to stretch this one to a 2-possession game. First is good. Katipi's second free throw, no good. Well off the mark. Ongenda, got it. 5-point lead.
No foul. No foul.
It is Whitley with it. Pendergast driving, blocked.
That is a big-time block by Ongenda. That's his 8th block of this game.
Nick Ongenda says, get that out of here. That's my house down inside the paint. Shot clock is off. 21 seconds remaining.
Call a timeout, yes or no? Okay.
Timeout on the floor. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll bring you the finish in just a few moments.
Promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team of video technicians to capture your event in high definition. Streaming directly on all NPH media platforms. Up-to-the-minute live game coverage featuring professional commentators and analysts.
Tip in. No good. 2 seconds to go. Oh!
Commercial spots available to promote and market your brand, event, or product. Enjoy the ultimate way to catch the game when you can't.
That man from Quebec can fly.
Exposure starts here.
Yet again, a 10-point advantage restored for Team Blue. Oh! It's Judy Charges throwing it down!
Welcome to the NPH live broadcasting experience. Allow our team.
Back inside the Haber Center here in Burlington. 21 seconds remaining here in the 17U championship final between G Elite Run and Dunk and Eastern Ontario Elite.
Okay, just match up, just match up.
I believe the officials just confirming that they will advance the ball. So it advances beyond half.
After the 1-minute mark, the ball will advance after the offensive team calls a timeout.
Whitley inbounds to Silas. Silas kicks it. Pendergast, 3, no good. Ball is batted around, and it is out of play. It will stay with Eastern Ontario. All right, we'll go to run and dunk, excuse me.
Nick, stay.
7 seconds remaining, a 5-point game. If Bagaru gets it, he is fouled. And now you have to hope and pray for a miracle if you're Eastern Ontario Elite. But boy, has it been a valiant effort from this squad.
And Nick Ongenda with some of the blocked shots really saved the day, took away a lot of opportunities from Eastern Ontario. And this is going to be his second championship in just a couple of weeks. You know, one of the most prestigious championships at the Nike EYBL level with the 16s, and here with the 17s at CNIT, about to win a national championship.
First free throw, no good for Kevin Bagaru.
Sorry, am I calling it too soon? 5 seconds to go, 51-46.
I'd say it's pretty safe. Second is good.
Now I feel a little more comfortable.
A timeout Speaking of Nick Ongenda, they're going to have to give him a nickname. They're going to have to call him the Eraser. He does so much damage on the inside and defensively protecting the rim. You couldn't ask for a better rim protector. And I don't think we've seen one all weekend.
Not like that. Not like that guy. He's just, man, he's just super stretchy. You know, he times it well. He knows where to be on the floor. He slides over in time. It's really special, that defensive ability. And, you know, I compare him to, you know, somebody that Canadian fans will be familiar with, and anyone from Oregon, Chris Boucher. That type of shot blocking ability, you know, guys like that are averaging 3-4 blocks a game at the college level, and then the same thing at the pros. He's that type of defensive player.
And as we touched on, Oregon was in the building this weekend, in fact, to watch him play.
Specifically, yeah, specifically for him.
And so there certainly is consideration. And as a 2020, Elias, the sky's the limit for him, 100%.
Well, there's just so much time for his body to mature. Look for a three here.
Whitley off the side of the backboard. No good. And folks, if they get this one in, that'll do it. One final inbound for run and dunk. As the bench rises, run and dunk are your 2018 CNIT 17U national champions. A masterful performance and able to stave off several rallies from a very gritty, tenacious Eastern Ontario squad. And we'll have the presentation of the medals and the championship t-shirts. The attire will be handed out. The hardware going home with Run and Dunk. They are the 17U national champions. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, it's the younger guys. Our 14U final, followed by our 15U championship game. Congratulations to Run and Dunk, 17U national champions. We'll be back.